Say for example, I promise to give you my physically segregated from the rest of the the Toyota Land Crosser are the obligations of the persons obliged to give a determinate. And number 5, number 1 is to be liable for damages in case of obligation is to take good care of the thing with the diligence, while the diligence of the good mother of the family is necessary when you are obliged to deliver a determinate selling the land itself. The land has trees within the obligation also to deliver all specific things, then you will be liable for damages. The determinate thing cannot be replaced with you are obliged to deliver liability that it will not be easy. You are driving a car without the headlights showing day. Hi guys, let's continue with our discussions on the law and obligation. Now we will discuss specific or determinate thing. A thing is considered to be specific or determinate when it is physically segregated or particularly designated from the rest of its class. So an example of physically segregated, let's say for example, I promise to give you my only car in the only warehouse of Mr. Y in Quezon City. So in this case, that car is, well, physically segregated from the rest of the car. So that obligation, therefore, is an obligation to deliver a determinate or specific thing. A thing is also determinate or specific when it is particularly designated. So what is an example of this? Let's say, for example, I promise to deliver to you my white Toyota Land Crosser 2016 model with chassis number XYZ and engine number 456. So the Toyota Land Crosser model 2016 is particularly designated and can be identified from the rest of the Toyota Land Crosser model 2016 because it has plate number XYZ, engine number 456 with a white color. So it is now a specific or a determinate thing. So what are the obligations of the persons obliged to give a determinate thing? Number 1 is to take good care of the thing, like a good father of the family. Number 2, to deliver the thing itself. Number 3, to deliver the fruits. Number 4, to deliver all accessions and accessories. And number 5 is to be liable for damages in case of breach of contract. Okay, so the first obligation is to take good care of the thing with the diligence of a good father of the family. Why the law specified that it should be the diligence of a good father of the family and not of that of a good mother of the family? Because the diligence of a good father of the family is an ordinary care, while the diligence of a good mother of the family is extraordinary care. So the minimum requirement, the minimum care, therefore, that the law requires is only the ordinary care. Okay. Second is to deliver the thing. Well, that is self-explanatory. When you are obliged to deliver a determinate thing, you need to deliver the thing itself, right? Okay. Next is to deliver the fruits. So let's say, for example, you are selling your land, okay, specific land located in a specific barangay with boundaries defined within the land. And in the land is the mango tree bearing fruits. So when you are selling the land, it does not mean that it does not mean that the fruits of the mango tree is not included in it. So whoever is the buyer will now become the owner of the fruits. Okay. To deliver all accessions and accessories. Well, let's say for example, you are selling the land and the land has trees. So the sale of the land goes with it the sale of the trees. So it does not mean that you are selling the land that you are entitled to cut the trees. Okay? Because selling a determinate thing goes with it all accessions that is on the land. Or let's say, for example, you are selling the car. It simply means when you sell the car, it includes the air conditioning unit or the car stereo. Doesn't mean that when you are selling the car, you can take out the air conditioning unit or the car stereo from the car, because the obligation to deliver a determinate thing goes with it, the obligation also to deliver all accessories. So in case you fail to deliver the specific car or the specific thing, then you will be liable for damages because you are in breach of contract. Because a specific thing or a determinate thing cannot be replaced with another thing. So, let's talk about the diligence of a good father of the family. Okay. As I have said, the diligence of a good father of the family is an ordinary care. So what is required by law is only an ordinary care. It does not require extraordinary, because the law does not state it must be diligence of a good mother. It's just a diligence of a good father. So this is the diligence that is exercised by an average person in taking care of his property. So if I am obliged to deliver the car, it simply means I need to put the car in the garage. Does it mean that I need to cover the car with the car cover? It does not, diba? Because the ordinary care is just to put the car in a safe place. It does not require anymore to put a car cover on it. Alright? It becomes extraordinary na. Okay. It corresponds the diligence of a good father should correspond with the nature of the obligation. So, when you are obliged to deliver a fragile thing, it requires that it must be packaged in a way that it will not be easily broken. Okay. So, it also corresponds with the circumstances of the person. So, the diligence required of a teacher of a grade school student during field trips is greater than the diligence required of that of a teacher of a college student. Okay? Because you're handling small children who do not know what's right and wrong and who cannot decide for themselves. So the diligence of the teacher of the grade school students needs to be higher than that of a teacher of a college student. So the diligence also corresponds with the place. Okay, driving at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour in school zone is an act of negligence, right? It's so fast in a particular place. Okay, but driving at that speed in the national highway is a diligence appropriate for the place. So, diligence is also dependent on the place. It also corresponds with the time. Okay? It also corresponds with the time. Because if you are driving a car without the headlights during daytime, it's not an act of negligence, right? But if you are driving the car without the headlights during nighttime, then it becomes an act of negligence. So, you need to take note, guys, that diligence of a good father of the family corresponds with the nature of the obligation, with the circumstances of the person, with the place, and with the time. Okay.